The mummy was intact, saved from further damage by the timely capture of thieves. The tomb yielded over 2,000 artifacts, including chariots, beds, amulets, many of which were made of pure gold and adorned with precious stones. Among these treasures was an exquisite gold dagger, its blade just over a foot long, and a ceremonial gold sheath. Despite its small size, the dagger's design was intricate, featuring a hilt decorated with granulated gold, inlays of colored glaze. Animals, meticulously cleaned and preserved, suggest a hunting symbolism. Gilded wood, standing 22 inches tall, representing one of the many deities worshipped at the time. This figure, along with others, was essential for the deceased to achieve immortality. Among the most striking depictions was a figure with a falcon's head, colored in blue and red, symbolizing the sun god and the belief in the pharaoh's divine power. The artifacts also included a ceremonial flail made of gold and lapis lazuli, intended to symbolize authority and the ability to punish transgressors. Within the tomb, a remarkable collection of objects was discovered, reflecting the vast array of items. Various ceremonial items such as alabaster vases filled with oils for rituals, elaborately decorated with openwork designs and hieroglyphic inscriptions. Among them, a notable piece was a scarab amulet, symbolizing rebirth and regeneration, intricately crafted and set upon a golden base depicting the king in divine communion. This imagery reinforced the pharaoh's eternal connection to the deities, ensuring his protection and guidance in the underworld. Additionally, various personal items bearing Tuckerman offer a window into the religious beliefs, artistic practices, and societal structures of the time, revealing the complexity and richness of the ancient Egyptian civilization. In the realm of Howard Carter's archaeological endeavors, a significant season of excavations under Lord Carnarvon's patronage. The diligent workmen unearthed the first of 16 steps leading to a sealed entrance. This initial discovery hinted at the presence of a tomb that had remained undisturbed over millennia. Beyond the sealed door lay the entrance to Tuckerman's resting place, a relatively modest and sparsely decorated tomb compared to those of other pharaohs. Yet, its significance was unparalleled. It was the only royal tomb of its time found intact, its contents untouched by the ravages of time and thieves. The main chambers, the antechamber, the burial chamber, the treasury, and an annex. Each space was filled with artifacts that held deep religious and symbolic meanings, offering a glimpse into the ancient Egyptian belief system and their practices surrounding death and the afterlife. Despite evidence of past intrusions, the mummy and the majority of the tomb's treasures remained preserved, safeguarding the legacy of the young pharaoh and providing invaluable insights into his era. At the time of his passing, Tuckerman's death mask served, but also as a lid for one of his sarcophagi, symbolizing royal authority and divine protection. Crafted from gold, this mask covered the head and shoulders, displaying the pharaoh's features with remarkable detail and authenticity. The use of bright colors and the intricate depiction of traditional regalia, such as the Neem's headdress, emphasized his status and connection to the gods. The original, the young king for over 3,000 years, offering insights into the artistic skills and cultural practices of ancient Egypt. Speculation's unexpected demise despite his wealth and status. Among the many treasures found, the miniature gold furniture within the canopic chest stood out for its exquisite craftsmanship, including a scaled-down version of his coffin adorned with semi-precious stones and glass, reflecting the meticulous attention to detail that characterized the burial customs of the time. Tuckerman, known for his role as a soldier, a state leader, and an art patron, achieved posthumous fame despite his short reign. Egypt, where deserts meet fertile riverbanks, has long been a land of contrasts. Here, the simple realities of life and death intertwine with mysteries and wonders. Millennia ago, a great civilization emerged along the Nile, ruled by pharaohs whose palaces have long vanished. Near the Valley of the Kings, where monarchs were entombed with elaborate provisions for the afterlife, much of our knowledge of ancient Egypt has been gleaned. Tuckerman, one of the last rulers of the 18th dynasty, left no monumental achievements but secured a place in history due to the discovery of his intact tomb some 3,300 years later, marking one of the most significant archaeological finds. Howard Carter, working for Lord Carnarvon, uncovered the first of 16 steps leading to Tutankhamun's tomb during the final season of their excavations. Despite its modest size and decoration compared to other royal tombs, its discovery was unparalleled. The tomb contained over 2,000 items, ranging from chariots to amulets, many crafted from pure gold and adorned with precious stones. Among these treasures was a gold dagger with a blade just over a foot long, showcasing exquisite crafts and intricate design, reflecting the high artistic standards of the time. The burial chamber, along with the antechamber, treasury, and annex, housed these treasures, each item holding religious and symbolic significance. Despite signs of previous tomb raids, the mummy and the majority of the artifacts remained intact, offering a rare glimpse into Tutankhamen's life and the funerary practices of ancient Egypt. Tutankhamen's role extended beyond his life, embodying a soldier, leader, and patron of the arts, achieving fame posthumously. Egypt, a land where harsh deserts meet lush riverbanks, has always been a place of contrast and wonder. A great civilization thrived here, sprung from the banks of the Nile, ruled by pharaohs whose palaces have since vanished. The Valley of the Kings, near which monarchs were entombed with elaborate provisions for the afterlife, has been a key source of our knowledge of ancient Egypt. Tuckerman, one of the last rulers of the 18th dynasty, left an indelible mark on history, not through monumental achievements, but through the discovery of his tomb, which remained intact over millennia, offering a unique glimpse into the past. This discovery, made by Howard Carter and financed by Lord Carnarvon, revealed a tomb modest in decoration but rich in artifacts, underscoring the artistic and cultural achievements of the time. The tomb, with its antechamber, burial chamber, treasury, and annex, held over 2,000 items, from chariots to amulets, many adorned with gold and precious stones. Among these was a gold dagger, remarkable for its craftsmanship, alongside other treasures that reflected the complex religious beliefs and practices of ancient Egypt. Despite signs of previous intrusions, and the pharaoh's divine role, each object, with its symbolic significance, contributed to the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian civilization, offering a window into their world that continues to fascinate and inform our understanding of this remarkable culture. Tuckerman, in life, embodied roles as a soldier, leader, and patron of the arts, and in death, he achieved endurance. Where harsh deserts meet fertile riverbanks, has always been a place of wonder. Here, thousands of years ago, a great civilization emerged along the Nile, ruled by pharaohs whose magnificent palaces have long since vanished. Near the Valley of the Kings, where monarchs were buried with elaborate provisions for the afterlife, lies much of our knowledge of ancient Egypt. Tuckerman, one of the last rulers of the 18th dynasty, secured his place in history not through monumental achievements, but through the discovery of his tomb, which remained untouched for over 3,300 years, becoming one of the most significant archaeological finds. Howard Carter, working for Lord Carnarvon, unearthed the first of 16 steps leading to Tutankhamun's tomb during their final excavation season. Despite its modest size and sparse decoration, this tomb was unique as it was the only royal tomb of its time found intact. The tomb contained over 2,000 artifacts, ranging from chariots and beds to amulets and gold statues, all of which held religious and symbolic significance. Among these treasures was a gold dagger with a blade slightly over a foot long, exemplifying the exquisite craftsmanship of the time. The tomb's plan included 4 main chambers: the antechamber, the burial chamber, the treasury, and the annex. Despite evidence of previous tomb raids, the mummy and most treasures were preserved, providing a rare insight into Tutankhamun's reign and ancient Egyptian burial practices. The artifacts, crafted with meticulous attention to detail, from miniature gold furniture in the canopic chest to ceremonial items, reflect the complex beliefs and rituals associated with the afterlife in ancient Egypt. Tuckerman, known for his multifaceted roles as a soldier, leader, and patron of the arts, achieved enduring fame after his death. Egypt, a land of contrasts where harsh deserts meet lush riverbanks, has been a source of fascination for millennia. This ancient civilization, which flourished along the Nile, was governed by pharaohs whose magnificent palaces have since disappeared. The Valley of the Kings, the burial site of these monarchs, provides much of our knowledge of ancient Egypt. Tuckerman, one of the final rulers of the 18th dynasty, left no monumental achievements but secured a place in history with the discovery of his intact tomb, a significant archaeological find. Howard Carter, funded by Lord Carnarvon, uncovered the entrance to Tutankhamun's tomb, revealing a modestly decorated space that contrasted with the tombs of other pharaohs. Despite its simplicity, the tomb's discovery was unprecedented due to its intact. Among these was a gold dagger, a testament to the exquisite craftsmanship of the era. The tomb's layout included an antechamber, burial chamber, treasury, and annex, filled with items of religious and symbolic importance. Despite signs of past intrusions, the mummy and the bulk of the treasures were preserved, offering a rare glimpse into Tutankhamen's reign and the burial practices of ancient Egypt. These artifacts, from the ceremonial to the personal, underscore the complex beliefs surrounding death and the afterlife in this ancient civilization. Tuckerman, in life, was a soldier, a state leader, and an art administrator, but his enduring fame came after his death, despite some considering his achievements less significant. Egypt has always been marked by contrasts, where harsh deserts meet lush riverbanks, fostering a civilization of profound complexity and beauty. Millennia ago, this civilization emerged along the Nile, led by pharaohs whose grand palaces have since faded into history. The Valley of the Kings, the final resting place for these rulers, has been a key source for understanding ancient Egypt. Tuckerman, one of the last of the 18th dynasty's pharaohs, left no monumental constructions but secured an indelible place in history with the discovery of his tomb, which remained untouched for over 3,300 years, making it one of the most significant archaeological finds. Howard Carter, under the patronage of Lord Carnarvon, uncovered the first of 16 steps leading to Tutankhamen's tomb, marking the beginning. The tomb was unique for its time, as it was the only royal burial site found intact. Inside, over 2,000 items were discovered, ranging from chariots and beds to amulets and god figures, all rich in religious and symbolic meaning. Among these was a gold dagger of exquisite craftsmanship. The tomb's layout included 4 rooms: the antechamber, burial chamber, treasury, and annex. Despite signs of previous breaches, the tomb's main treasures and the mummy remained intact, largely due to the capture of thieves before significant damage was done. The artifacts found within, including miniature gold furniture and ceremonial items, provide a window into the burial practices and beliefs of ancient Egypt, underscoring the civilization's intricate views on death and the afterlife. Unparalleled insights into ancient Egyptian civilization. The tomb, modest compared to others, contained over 2,000 artifacts that held religious and symbolic significance, illustrating the young pharaoh's roles as a soldier, leader, and patron of the arts. Among these artifacts were chariots, beds, amulets, and god figures, many crafted from pure gold and adorned with precious stones. Noteworthy among them was a gold dagger with a blade slightly over a foot long, showcasing exquisite burial chamber, treasury, and annex. Despite evidence of past tomb raids, the main treasures and Tutankhamun's mummy remained largely intact. This was possibly due to the timely apprehension of the thieves, preventing significant destruction, reflecting the beliefs and rituals associated with the afterlife in ancient Egypt. The artifacts, from ceremonial flails made of gold and lapis lazuli to alep, were intricately decorated with hieroglyphic inscriptions and openwork designs. A notable scarab amulet, symbolizing rebirth, was set upon a golden base reinforcing his eternal connection to the gods. These items, alongside others bearing Tutankhamun's cartouche, highlighted his royal lineage and divine right as Egypt's ruler.